All right, we on.
Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers. DJ Pierce, my brother popolitickin. We got the homie Rez Burna. Prime time. What's good?
What's that, big brother? What's that? What's up?
You went out.
Yeah, went out. You went out.
Good. Can you hear us?
I went out.
Yeah, you good now. It went out when you was just talking though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's Sam? What's y'all, man? I'm good. How y'all doing?
Man, he didn't introduce you right. He the Le Champion, Rez Burna. he was our winner in the rap battle.
Yeah. He prime time.
Yeah.
So what's been going on with you? I see you dropped a new joint.
The project out last month that's doing pretty good, but you know, the same old.
Yeah, I was checking it out. I said
last month I want to say on the 26th. Oh no, actually July.
Yeah, I was checking it out. I said it sounded like you was giving some flowers to the OGs with the sound.
No, they influenced me the most. Yes, sir.
That's a fact. I was like, okay. From song one, I was like, oh shit. But you smart though, because if you put that song first, you gotta listen to the rest of it. You gotta listen to the rest of that joint.
Exactly.
You're like, let me see what he talking about.
Definitely. I had a couple of the songs that I had that we did when we had the competition was on there as well.
Yeah,
so
bag.
We had a lot of it early. Yeah.
How you doing down there with that weather, man?
Yeah, that's all I was about to ask him.
Man, like right now, like everything, I'm in Mississippi right now. I was locked down in the hospital for like 4 days straight. So I just came over here. I couldn't stay in Louisiana. We ain't got no power. So like even right now, the signal bad for me. So like
Yeah. That's what it is. Because where you at, it's a bad signal. And that's all because of the storm.
Yeah, because of the storm.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man.
Oh,
because I said, man, people like shit. You got parts. I was in New Orleans in 2017, and they was telling me shit. You still could see damages and shit from Katrina. So to have something else come through, damn.
Definitely.
You got some.
You can still see damage from Katrina, not only in Louisiana, but in Mississippi too.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Glad y'all safe. Yeah, I got a friend. He was trying to get his family out of Louis. He was trying to find a way to get him out of New Orleans. He was like 5 family members that was stuck. He was. I gotta link back up with him to see if he actually was able to get him out of there.
I know where I live, man. I live in Columbus, Mississippi, so it's like northeast, but it's like a lot of tornadoes hit over there. So man, I had went home. And then the buildings, it's like the homes still like that. They didn't fix the shit yet. It's like hella homes just got hit by tornadoes and they just messed up. Like, damn.
A lot of these cities, man, when you had that major damage like that, they just kind of leave it how it is. You know, in New Orleans, it's the same way. And like, you know, Biloxi built back up. But a lot of places they look the same as when Katrina hit.
They like shit.
Biloxi got like a military base over there though, right?
Yeah, they got the Air Force base. They got keys.
Yeah, that's why they built that back up.
Yeah. They got all the casinos down there. You know, it's like
Yeah.
They ain't finna fuck that money up.
Never.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too. The poor neighborhoods, they be like, we ain't gonna fix them shits up because they gonna get fucked up if another one come in.
They ain't gonna fix them, especially if it's just all black people over there. Like shit, whatever.
Man, real talk. When I was in New Orleans, they was telling me about some shit where, like, when Katrina happened, they was shooting black folk that was trying to loot. The way they call them looters at the Walmart, but they would let the white people walk out with shit, put it in their cars, and leave. Yeah, I was like, damn. But I guess it's just for real. That shit really happened. Damn.
Yeah, they was. They sat on don't shoot niggas, man.
You know what, man? She cried one time. It's like I remember when I was at work one day. I used to work at Irvine, so that shit basically like Disney World and shit. So man, I was at work one time, and it was like when Katrina first happened, and the white folks in there talking about, man, it's fucked up. What happened to all them pets out there?
The pets, nigga.
I was like, really? They talking about the pets. They ain't worried about the people. They talking about the pets and shit. Man. I'm like, hell nah. That shit broke my heart. I was like, man, they give a fuck about that shit. That showed me everything I need to know when I heard that. That was crazy. They worry about the pets.
That's what they were saying. What happened when that building collapsed in Florida recently? People was worried about all the pets. That was probably because people, they was like, oh, they left a lot of pets out of there. But I was like, you know, it's people buried under that stuff too, man.
That shit crazy.
But yeah, so with the album, man, you know, like I said, it felt like a nice little ode to the OGs. Also, you was in your bag on there. So I was gonna ask you, for the people, man, you know, what drives you? What drives you musically?
They might have froze up some.
Y'all bear with us, man. You coming? Yeah.
Just trying to prove that I can, you know, back then, I started being really, back when I was you know, just trying to prove that I was lyrical. But now I'm doing a bigger platform to make changes, positive changes in our community.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I don't usually do this. I usually play the music in the end. Let's jump into the let me see which one I'm gonna play first. Let's jump into this Badass Yellow Boy. Let's jump into that for the people.
Yeah,
we'll come right back. What happened?
Well, I was just looking. My first interview with Rez Burna was August 9th, 2000. I put the first interview out I did with him August 9th, 2011.
Damn.
10 years ago.
That's family now, huh?
Yeah, I've known you for a long time, man.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna hit him with this. We're gonna hit him with this Badass Yellow Boy 2. We'll come back and chop it up with you some more. Yeah, this shit so hard. Hold on.
Jump down and make the beat, so you know this bitch retarded. When it's up, you know it's stuck, it ain't gon' come down. I see death around the corner like the end zone. When I touch down, all them pussy bitches talking shit is getting shut down. Fast, put them cutters to your head, leave you like Kung Lao. Said it all like Lil Booster or the Juvenile. Took a classic track and brought it back just with a newer style. Took a couple bags and made them stack until that money piled up. Just a couple smart investments, I'm like 20,000 up. Better tighten up your business, bitch, if you around us. I'm the king of my habitat, mean with the rat-a-tat. Like you put your shooters on the line, hack a shack the whole team. Since the age of 14, pussy bitch, I been a badass, 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 badass yellow boy. Badass yellow boy. I seen that nigga on the block and he look shook to me, cause he know I spin on all my ops. I feel like Booker T. I ain't looking for to get no props. You must mistook me for that cloud chase. That cutter toe like the white Power Ranger. Lil' bitch, we don't go to church, my niggas pray to drug lords. Feel like we been cursed and that just make me thug more. Tryna blow up like jihadists cause my people need more. The government like proactive, they tryna clean out the poor. Free C murder and Mac, LBG out them doors. Yellow Nation is an army and we ready for war. I'ma tell you one more time cause I done said it before. Ballin' like a big timer, yeah, bitch, I'm a badass, 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 badass yellow boy. Badass, badass, badass yellow boy. You know.
Yeah, that shit, man. Somebody getting their ass whooped in the club on that one. That's a fact.
So he wants you heard the original one, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
So he talking about Mr. Curly's out. Mr. Curly's out.
Yeah, that's my shit, man, right there. I was like, that's why I said I gotta keep. But you know what's funny? Because I go and buy like for every artist, I go on. We'll buy like 2 songs to play. So we'll go on iTunes and buy the song. But I was like, shit, I just got for this one because you know you sometimes you don't get your money worth if you buy the song separate.
Yeah.
Because I think you got like 15, 16 songs. So I was like, shit, if I buy 2, that's gonna be $2. But if I just buy the whole joint, I'm getting like 7 songs free and shit in a way. You gotta make it feel like you're getting a deal.
Hey, I've been saying, but wasn't that song Cash Money's like first big song? That Drag Him in the River?
Was that UNLV?
Yeah,
Cash Money had big songs before then, but you know, UNLV just was kind of like the ones that stamped them. I was still a child when all that was happening though. I was 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, I think
when Cash Money came out, then I go back and start getting the stuff, and I heard about it.
Yeah, because like those songs, you can't even talk about New Orleans hip hop if you don't bring up that. If you don't talk about my shit is From What I Was Told. So if you don't bring up From What I Was Told, and it's probably some shit before that, but that's my time. Like me, my teenage years was Mystical First Out, Boot Camp Click, all them joints. You can't really talk about the music and the 400 Degrees. Like and not even just the album. Yo, to me, that album, my favorite song was 400 Degrees.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
I was like, God damn. Yeah, that was so hard.
I was saying, what they call it? I forgot what they call it, but like the music that like Big Freedia make and shit. What they call that music?
Bounce.
Yeah, that shit go too though.
But now I was in Cali, so like if you ain't in the area, you gonna get force fed what someone else telling you is hot. So like the Jukebox Network and all that shit, they ain't gonna put the bounce music on there, but they'll let you listen to the Mystical and Y'all Ain't Ready Yet and the No Limit stuff. So we didn't really get the bounce. We didn't get bounce music force fed to us in the West Coast.
Oh, it's like underground.
Yeah.
Bounce music is really like, that's really New Orleans music. Like at one point, people didn't even want to hear nothing but bounce music. Like, and it's still kind of like that now. If you got a big R&B song and you come to New Orleans, it's gonna have that beat behind. Right? Yeah, they gonna put that bitch behind anything.
Ain't it like kind of how DC with the go-go? Because they DC known for go-go. Yeah.
DC, I think everybody kind of got their own, but bounce just the one that
I think like, man, I be going home, from Mississippi, Columbus. Man, they be big on the blues still. I was like, damn, they still playing the blues? Like, shit.
I know, man. The further you go up in Mississippi, you in a time machine. You going back in time.
You listen to blues up here?
Nah, not much. My closer I get to blues is probably like some. I like listening to sax, like people who play the saxophone. That's why I love New Orleans though. I'm like, shit, nigga. When I was there for work, I stayed at a Sheraton right downtown, right before you hit. There's a little mall right at the end of the block, on the water. I stayed at a Sheraton there. Shit, it was a nigga on he had a speaker on the back of his bike, and that nigga was playing his damn saxophone while he wrote that shit. I was like, yeah, I could sit up all night listening to that shit, man. The saxophone.
You never listened to Johnny Taylor before?
No, that my dad used to listen to him.
Yeah, you got Johnny Taylor go hard.
I think that's what made New Orleans music so distinct is the fact that, up there on the East Coast or the West Coast, they were sampling. But down here, it was real live instrumentation. Niggas was really playing them drums and really playing them trombones and all that and putting it in the beats and coming from out the church, the Southern church, and putting that in the music like Pimp C and UGK did. So, it changed the game.
That's what somebody said. We had a guy on, I think last week before, he was saying like the East Coast kind of stole that with Ye and Just Blaze. Yeah, like you stole them Southern sounds and made it and put it into hip hop more, but you were still in it. Like when you go back and listen to them songs, and look at what they sampled. They were sampling damn church choirs.
Yeah, South black music. Most of the time, but the West Coast was sampling the Parliament and G-Funk, but the East Coast was sampling the South, basically.
They were sampling jazz and shit like that. And we all know where that started at, so.
Yeah, so it's like, damn, you like, but it's kind of like, man, you can't really fault them because the South could have did it too type attitude, or it's like, damn, y'all could at least gave us more love when y'all was making the music. I don't know how somebody.
You know why I don't fault them? Because we sampled New York when it came to the bounce music. That's a New York beat. The Trigger Man beat is a New York beat. So
everybody help each other out, huh? In a way. So that's why I like that damn R. Kelly joint. Not to talk about R. Kelly, but the damn marching band song he got. The marching band, that shit's so hard. You got the real marching band playing it behind that shit. When you play that shit in the car, that shit goes so damn hard. But that's why, man, I sit up on YouTube and just watch Battle of the Band videos. Because that shit just hit your heart. That shit hits your heart just a little bit different because, you know, like, that's our shit. Like, and they can't copy that shit, huh? You might have one white boy at the school who can get down. He gonna get down. I see the white boy. My sister, my mom, they live in Montgomery, and my sister high school, they drum major was a white boy. He popular, he real famous, he be all over, but I was like, damn, it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna come in and try to take that shit up. But yeah, they gonna come in there and try to get on. They like, shit, you can't have that shit by yourself. But yeah, no, that's why I do love New Orleans, man, because that's like one of my favorite cities. And then I like Lil Wayne got a song called Holly Weezy, because I like Houston too. And he said, you know, it ain't no we right there. He said, what do you say, 4 hour drive? But it ain't that far, huh? Houston to New Orleans?
It might be about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's my joint, yo. He went in on there. So I said, them two of my favorite cities to visit.
It's crazy. You would think Louisiana would be like the bulk of my streaming, where it would come from, but most of my streams come from Texas. Most of my streams come from Houston, San Antonio, Austin, all the Texas areas, Dallas. They show the most love, and I think they got an appreciation for that style of music that we make.
Do you feel some type of way that New Orleans ain't number one though?
No, I don't feel no type of way about it. I didn't grow up in the city anyway. I grew up on the coast. I feel some type of way that the Mississippi Gulf Coast ain't number one. I really grew up. I grew up there. You know them. I played football there and all that. They know me since I was a little boy. So I feel some type of way about that. But as far as New Orleans, no, I don't hold no grudges.
They don't be showing no love to the Gulf Coast. We just had somebody make a post in one of our groups. He like, man, why the hell y'all ain't telling me Gulf Coast got beaches? I'm like, what? I said, damn.
But like, nigga don't know the map. Like, look on the map. You see that big ass Gulf of Mexico right there. Like,
that nigga said, damn. He said, nigga, they got beaches in the Gulf Coast. I'm like, what you thought they had? Nigga, swamps and shit. It was like, that shit was funny though.
It's a coast.
It's the Gulf Coast for a reason. He said he was surprised that shit was lit though. He was like, yo, it was lit over there. I was like, what you expect, nigga?
A lot of the beaches man-made though. The Biloxi beach, it was man-made, but it was a long time ago. They brought all that sand in, shit, I think in the 60s, 70s.
Oh damn,
that's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, you working on anything else? Are you putting something out in 2022?
I'm trying to get something out by like October, November. I'm working on a new project called The Golden Lord. So, you know, I'm ready to drop that. Then I'll probably do a Badass Yellow Boy 3 and just, I'm trying to keep going, man, trying to put out as much music as possible. I've been able to make a lot faster.
No, I ain't gonna front, like, I ain't even cat, man. You like one of my favorite artists to listen to, because I man, like I said, that Cash Money No Limit era, that was what I was 16, 17. So I tell people, like, it's funny how you can see your friend, like you can see a dude you went to high school with 10 years later, and you could talk to that nigga like it was nothing. Like, y'all ain't missed no time, because I tell people, like, those years probably the years that form you the most. Like them high school years. So anything you absorbed in your system at that time, you hold it near and dear to you because like shit, I be talking to people I went to high school like 10, 15 years ago. Nigga, we talking like we ain't been away for the last 15 years. We talking about the shit that we went through then. So so when I do listen to your music, it do remind me of that time because that time was like important to me. Like shit, we waiting every day to see what new Lemon joint come. Oh, my thing was waiting to hear the collab track on each new album because you know they always had that collab track on the album when it came out, and you always wanted to hear. But
usually the first song, huh?
Usually be the first song or something like the round out the tank or something like that.
Soldiers.
Like right now, what song popped in my head was War Wounds by Master P off of that War Wounds. I forgot what album that was on. It might have been
War Wounds. Every soldier got a story to tell.
Yeah, all that shit, man. So when I listen to your music, it remind me of that. I'm pretty sure there's other people like that too. They like, yo, my man got that you bringing back that sound. That shit hard. So yeah, I do be appreciate. That's why I asked you what you got coming out. You listen to that new Kanye joint?
Yeah, I checked it out. When I was locked down in the hospital that first night, it came out. So I laid down and just let it ride all the way through.
What'd you think?
That's big boy music, huh? I said that's big boy. You gotta be that's grown man music on there. Some of it.
I feel like listening to Kanye is like some people make movies and then some people make like theater. His shit sound like theater. It's like going to a Broadway play or something. You like gotta pay attention. And, you know, that's what it felt like to me. Like I don't know if it's something that I would go back and be like, I want to listen to this every day. But it's something to gain inspiration from because he's talking about something that's deep. You know, I think it's a good quality project. And he was able to get
and he was able to get like the latest, some of the top artists to talk about that same stuff. You know, I know some of them want to talk about the shit they normally talk about, but Ye was like, nah, I need you to go ahead and conform to what I got going on. And they did that shit tight. I like that song with Lil Baby. I was like, shit. Lil Baby was going in on that joint. And he was, I don't know, man. Like that shit made me feel good.
That Jay-Z when he was like, God in my cell, that's my celly. Then he said he made a God image, that's a selfie. Like shit. Yeah. That was the first two bars he came with. I was like, golly, shit.
You know he not gonna miss.
Yeah.
You was talking about R. Kelly earlier, man. I was like, they was talking about he got a hard time selling his masters. I was like, fuck. I would buy his masters.
I'll buy them shits.
Hell yeah. I was like, man, it don't matter what. I mean, even if he's guilty,
he is though.
This shit gonna be valuable. I would buy. I wish I could buy them masters. I'll buy them shits, man.
It ain't because it ain't got a hard time selling. It's what he want.
I wonder how much he want for him. Shit.
It's not like you give it a 10, 15 years. Ain't nobody gonna care about what R. Kelly did.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, like I told Poe, shit, nigga, when we was in high school.
That shit was out of there.
Hey, the girls in the 11th and 12th grade did not fuck with niggas that was in the 11th and 12th grade.
Hell no.
They dudes didn't go to the school no more. They was out of school and they used to pick their asses up in the car after school. And we'd be like, damn, I can't wait till I'm 18, 19 to come back to this motherfucker.
give me a senior.
So for us, I mean, I guess if you 30 years old and trying to fuck with 15, then that's another story. But I understand, like, they get a couple years older. At that point, it get tricky. Like if a girl's 17, 16 and the dude 19, 20, I mean, I don't know. But because you could go to jail for that. If she's 17 and you 20.
You know what happened to him? My cousin went to jail. He wasn't even 18. He was 18, and I guess the girl was like 15. He was 17. The girl was 15. He still went to jail for it.
Damn.
Yeah, they was doing that in Mississippi.
But like you said, ain't nobody gonna really care. And then my thing is, look, if y'all ain't finna put none of them parents on trial, then I ain't watching this shit. I ain't finna sit up there and let y'all make a mockery of all that shit. Because you knew if I know my daughter is at R. Kelly. Like those parents knew my daughter. She at R. Kelly house.
Shit.
They knew them damn kids was there. But like you say, man, look, when the money dry up, shit.
Everything dry up. They start snitching.
Nigga, they putting documentaries out on this man, all kind of shit. Like you sit up there and testify. Yeah, but look, you testifying that you had sex with him multiple times. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I've been reading a
little bit of it, but yeah, he on trial like right now. Like, they be testifying and everything.
Yeah, that shit, man.
I ain't hearing nothing like too crazy though. Like they was trying to say, I was like, what the fuck this about? They were saying the one girl, she used to work with him, and he was like, oh, he got mad that the girls was twerking on some cake on his birthday, so he made them go to the back and fight each other. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is that? I was like,
I don't know, man. You could peel back the roof on anybody's house and find some shit. So you could find some shit that you probably was deemed not normal. But I don't know. But like, so what else you got going on right now? You just focus 100% on the music.
Basically just trying to keep putting out projects. I took everything into my own hands and started mixing and mastering my own music again. So I've been able to put stuff out a lot faster and get it turned around. So I'm gonna be putting out project after project, man. I got plenty of music right now.
I was saying, how you feeling? I know you was talking about. I saw you talking about the COVID vaccine. You ended up taking it. So how you feeling now?
I feel a little bit better now. I still got to get that second dose sometime this month. So we'll see how.
Oh shit!
But my daughter took it today. They gave her $100.
That shit got real. Right? We started talking about that shit. She's like, nope.
Yeah, my daughter. They gave her $100. She took it today. Huh?
Who was they?
The city, New York City.
That shit.
If you take the vaccine, they give you $100. I said niggas gonna do that shit just because of $100.
That's crazy, huh?
That's how it be. They like shit. We got look. They was giving out free basketball game tickets, all kind of shit.
I'm trying to figure out, like, they saying, like, if you take the vaccine, like, what is that doing? Because people still catching COVID. Like that, I think, and they be vaccinated. So how they trying to say if you get vaccinated, what they saying?
Oh, you can still get COVID, I guess, but your symptoms won't be as severe as if you ain't vaccinated. Like, I guess it ain't a vaccination to where you can't get it at all, because you can still get it. But they saying like you won't get it, you won't get sick. Like, but you won't, like, basically they saying you won't die if you vaccinated and you get COVID. If you wasn't vaccinated, you could die from it. But I guess if you vaccinated, you can't die. You can still get sick though, but you won't be as like severe sickness. So I guess people were like, well, shit, I don't make it. Look, if you see like 1 million people died, so you like, shit, man, I don't want to be.
How you feel after you took yours?
Now the first one, my arm was hurting. I just felt like groggy, man. I was just like, I'm just lay down and shit. But the second day I was fine. And then when I got my second shot, my arm only hurt a little bit. But after that, I ain't had no other symptoms after that. Then my daughter, she got hers today. She said her arm was hurting. Shit, my wife didn't have nothing but arm pain. She didn't get sick or nothing. Like some people, they be getting like a real cold after they get that shit. Like I was just like I just didn't want to do shit. I just laid down. But I was scared when I took that shit, man, because I said I had heard all that stuff. But you always think about the side effects. So like when I got my joint, they was like, wait here for 15 minutes. I was at the VA. I sat there for like an hour. They had to make me leave. I was like, I'm just making sure. They was like, nah. They was like, you gotta go, sir. I was like, damn. So I was like, hope I'm good. I walked to the car, was good. Because they was like, niggas be like passing out and all kind of shit. So I was like, yeah, but nah, that shit wasn't bad. I ain't even getting that for taking it either. My wife took it because they let her take it at the VA too. Because they said they had some extra doses or whatever. But nah, I was telling somebody that you told me you were 7-Day Adventist or you was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, I just said I was Christian. I was the Liberty.
I was interviewing this girl today for work. She was like, yeah, I don't know about the vaccine because she joined the military. So I think they be giving them the vaccine in boot camp now.
They try to say they gotta be 100% vaccinated.
Yeah, so I think she said her friend just came from boot camp. So she was like, did they vaccinate you? He was like, I don't know. They stuck me with a whole bunch of needles when I was there. I said, they vaccinated his ass. I said, yeah, they probably vaccinated him then if he said he got stuck with a whole bunch of needles.
You don't know what you get shot up with in boot camp. I mean, I got sick in boot camp, though. I got sick as shit. I almost thought I got like flu or something in boot camp.
Oh,
That's
shit.
people, man.
Yeah, but yeah, now we was talking about the vaccine. So you took the first shot of the Pfizer one already?
I took the first shot of the Moderna about
Damn.
a week.
How you felt after?
It just felt weird, I felt off.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. Yeah, I was off for a day. I took the Pfizer one, the first shot. I was off, man. I was like, I don't know what it is. I wasn't like sick, but you just didn't feel right. My arm was hurting.
It felt like, like I wanted to be sick, but my body was trying to fight it off.
Facts.
Between stage. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. And then the second shot, I ain't had nothing on the second one. I saw some on your post. You said that Glock 19 vaccine. What you say? The Glock 19, the vaccine? Reezy F, and the F is for Pfizer or something like that? So I got that vaccine for your ass, nigga.
Like, he was calling that shit the jab. I was like, he called it the jab. Like, what the hell are you talking about? The jab.
Oh, the vaccine?
He called it the jab.
Man, I know that, but I know the South have a hard time believing, because I was down in Virginia, I was in Southern Virginia, and I was in Atlanta, Alabama. They be like, fuck that vaccine. We don't believe in that. I'm like, I got a mask on everywhere. They ain't got no mask on. They like, why you got your mask on? I'm like, y'all niggas don't believe in that shit. So they got the signs on the restaurants out in Atlanta that be like, we're not liable if you get COVID. I'm like, damn.
I'm telling you, dog, in the South, it ain't just the black folks. The white folks don't want that shit either.
Right. The white folks like, we don't believe in none of that shit. We don't trust the government. The main ones you think patriotic don't even give a fuck about the government.
No, they hate the government down here.
Uh-huh.
They can't stand the government. They don't want no involvement.
No, yeah.
I would definitely tell you.
All day. Y'all be like, that should be weird how it worked though, man. Cause like, I don't know why they don't like like when I was in Virginia, that shit said this state has one liar, and that shit had the picture of the governor on that shit. I was like, damn, they get away with all that shit. They ain't our color.
Man, your governor just had to resign, didn't it? Didn't New York governor had to resign or something?
Oh yeah, Cuomo.
He was governor.
Yeah, that nigga. They said that nigga was doing some like shit like you're an older dude, so you like, oh, my iPhone, I don't know how to work my iPhone and shit. So one of the pretty girls offered to help you work that shit, but nigga, she want to help you work that shit at your desk at the office. That nigga like, nah, come to my house. You got me fix that shit in my house, niggas. Nah, so hey, look, I heard a story about Steven Seagal where like they said this girl, she said she was trying to get on, and they was like, yo, Steven Seagal said come to this hotel room, you guys could talk about a movie he working on and shit. Nigga, she said as soon as she walked in the hotel room, that nigga was sitting there with his dick out under a newspaper. Nigga, like, you already know what it is. This the only thing we gonna talk about with getting you on, nigga. You ain't gotta learn no scripts. You ain't gotta do shit.
Yeah, you want to do this movie or not? Shit, what's up?
They know
he was doing that Harvey Weinstein.
She said that nigga was sitting there ready. Nigga like, oh shit. She was like, shit got real.
That's the game, man.
I was saying, all day. Glad that Bill Cosby got out, Rex?
Huh?
Was you glad that Bill Cosby got out?
I was indifferent about it. I mean, if he in, he in. If he out, he out. But it is what it is. I ain't tripping.
Nah, for me, I said, nah, I really didn't care. Cause I wasn't really following him while he was in. I didn't know what really happened. But then when they came out, it was like, we weren't supposed to put him in there in the first place. I was like, well, that's that bullshit right there. Cause you knew at the time that you sentenced him that you wasn't supposed to be charging him with the shit
already.
With Cosby, man, like the way he talked about the black youth, the things he had to say about us.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm glad the white folks gave you that tap on the head because you was riding their dick for the longest. So I'm glad you got to see what it really is.
Right. They put that. Look, I tell everybody, they put him on, they put OJ Simpson on, and they came to collect, nigga. We put you on, shit. And if you don't do right by us, nigga, it's an expiration date on this put on we finna give you. So carry yourself accordingly. Like with Bill Cosby, like you say, he talked all that shit. Then he tried to go by the NBC. They're like, oh, nigga, you getting in above what we talked about. You got to pay the piper. It's people. I feel like they make these deals because, like, shit. If you didn't like black folk in the 60s and the 70s, but you love this, you love O.J. Simpson. This nigga on all the commercials, he got all the endorsements, and you got Bill Cosby as America's dad. Everybody, niggas thinking like, shit, what they do to get all that? Because shit, they don't fuck with us like that.
Yeah,
that's what I say. I say we never understand. Like we keep saying, some of these artists and rich black people, you know, what if they are making deals with these people, giving them this money to not give back to their community or to further the destruction of their community? You know what I mean? So it's like, if you got if you take all these athletes, all this money they got, some of these neighborhoods should look like these white neighborhoods. If you got all that goddamn money, but I don't know, man. And these schools, all that. So it's like, or y'all, are they helping you further the destruction of the black community? Are they paying you to keep these certain stereotypes alive? Like you know, a stereotype with like black dads ain't in their kids' life. If you do this, the numbers they are. Yeah. Black men are in their kids' life. But it's like, shit, we can't let people know that that's going on. Like niggas surprised because you take your son to school. They looking at you crazy and shit. Like, this nigga taking his kid. He must be a single dad. No, nigga, I'm bringing my kid to school. So I think they have people to keep pushing those narratives to keep the community down. Because like, I really believe that we the strongest group in this country. So I think in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like, man, we can't really let them get on like that, because we'll pay them to entertain us, but we're not gonna pay them to teach us. You know what I'm saying?
They're just afraid that if we get the ball, we ain't gonna let it go.
That's a fact. But the fucked up part about it is the ones who I feel like they got the ball already. They don't fuck with the people who still waiting to get the ball. It's like, nah, I got the ball already, so I'm good. My family's straight. So yeah,
that's the game.
For sure. So y'all, everybody doing good. Everybody safe. You was in the hospital? Were you in the hospital with COVID?
Nah, I work in the hospital.
Oh, okay. Oh, so with the storm coming, the hospitals were crazy then.
You know, initially when it's like right before the storm hit, they bring you in and they lock you down. They put you on lockdown. If you're on team A, nobody coming in, nobody going out.
Niggas be calling out, huh?
Trying to. But I mean, if you try to call out and you on team A,
it's a wrap.
For a hurricane, you fired. That's termination, job abandoned. So you can't.
Hey, look, I used to work at the prison. Man, shit, man. You knew Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, any type of storm or big boxing, anything that's big in the city. You take your ass to work if you want to. Ain't nobody relieving your ass, nigga. They tell you when you come in the door, they like, hey, you know you ain't got no relief, right? I'm like, damn. You like, shit.
Like, during the storm, while the storm going on, it's sweet. Because, I mean, ain't nobody coming in. You just sitting around. You're not doing nothing. But as soon as the storm over with, they flood the ER. Flood the fucking ER. Everybody coming in. Old people falling and shit. You know, that be the main thing. Old people fall all the fucking time and they break everything when they fall.
I know, right?
So yeah, I bet that's the bad part. You like, nigga, the storm is over. I'm calling out, nigga. Fuck all that. But nah,
it's so crazy, bro. I wish I could take pictures of old people when they fall, because they'll come in that bitch and it look like they got into like a 12-round fight with one of the best fighters in the world. Everything bruised, everything broke. I'm like, where the fuck did you fall from? Did you fall off the top of the house or something? But they fell 2 feet off the bed and goddamn look like they just got beat the fuck up.
Hey, who said that shit? I think Cat Williams said that shit. He said when you get older, he said, nigga, you in the hospital because you didn't rupture some damn artery or something. Nigga want to know what happened. You said, nigga, all I did was sneeze, nigga. Shit, I'm getting older now. Exactly. So the sneeze and knock your ass out.
Exactly.
He said they fall, they be bruised up like they fall.
I would not want to work in the ER after a disaster, nigga. Man, come on, bro.
Man,
and then everything, but it's like that. How the hell you even get to the hospital? Everything closed.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's the thing. You how you get here?
I'd be so mad. And then a lot of people come, ain't nothing really wrong with them. Their house is just fucked up. You know, they ain't got no shelter. We ain't got no power, no AC, no nothing.
So they just like.
So they come in here because we running on generators. So shit, we got AC, we got power. We gonna have
niggas just watching the TV. Nigga like you watch the
They
game.
trying to kick them out.
Yeah, they'll kick them out.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild right there.
They'll keep them for a little while. Like they'll keep people during the storm. So while the storm going on, if somebody homeless, they might let them in. But after the storm over with, they trying to get you up out of there and turn them beds around. So shit, we had that first night after the storm, we had like 38 people in the ER.
Damn. Yeah, I said, man, I right. Because it's like, you know what? This is an emergency room, right? So if it ain't, you gotta understand this is an emergency room. Now, if you got anxiety, so you had a panic attack, and you think you having a heart attack, or because I didn't have a panic attack where I didn't call 911. Nigga, I'm like, my wife's like, nigga, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I think this is the big one, baby. Like shit. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, if I'm doing all this talking, maybe it ain't, but yeah, I actually called the ambulance and shit. Ambulance lady like, what happened? I said, I don't know. I think this is it. Nigga, my wife was like, get your ass off that phone. Nigga, ain't nothing wrong with you. But nah, I know people go to ER for crazy shit because I've done it before. Just because you got the insurance to do it.
Yeah, that's
what the dude told me. Dude said, did you come here because you could, or did you come here because you really were having an emergency? I was like, that's a good ass question. Nigga, like, I think I came because I could.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, so how them Saints gonna do? You happy with Jameis starting?
I'm very happy Jameis starting, man. I think I definitely think we're going to the playoffs. I'm hoping since we had this hurricane that let us get a Super Bowl.
That's what happened last time, huh?
Yeah, hopefully they'll rig it up for us. You know, it'll be.
Y'all remember y'all beat the Bears? I think to go to Super Bowl. I can't remember if it correctly. I know the Bears had or they won. Maybe the Bears won the year before y'all. I can't remember exactly. Y'all beat the Vikings. Okay. Yeah, I like Jameis, man. I think he got a bad rap in Tampa Bay because, like they were saying, he 30 for 30. He had 30 picks, 30 interceptions. 30 picks, 30 touchdowns. But they saying like most of the touchdowns, them was receivers running the wrong route, or he under pressure because the line ain't blocking, so he trying to make a play real quick. But shit, man, if you throwing 30 touchdowns, you got something going for yourself too, though. Can't just look at the negative.
He threw 5,000 yards too. Ain't too many people did that. I think he gonna get real good.
Ain't he 27, right? Like 26, 27 too. He's still young.
27.
Hey, did he get
Go ahead.
I said, did he get LASIK or they were just joking?
Nah, he got LASIK. Yeah.
He just got it for this season? He got it this season?
Yeah, he could.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, because he used to squint all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got that meme that he passed it around with him squinting. Oh yeah, shit. If he got LASIK, y'all might have a sleeper right there.
I think our system alone gonna cut down on those interceptions because we a West Coast offense. We dink and dunk, then we go over the top. So I think we're gonna be straight.
Yeah, Michael Thomas he wanted to get traded.
He say he changed his mind now. We'll see.
He saw some shit.
I like Callaway.
Yeah. Y'all got a little squad deep and the defense fire, so y'all get the offense clicking, y'all gonna be all right. And then Atlanta ain't really playing too well. The Panthers ain't really got a good quarterback right now. And then who else y'all got?
Tampa.
Oh yeah, shit. That's gonna be the only competition. Them niggas got a squad though right now. Boy, I said they offense, they got a squad. I said you got Antonio Brown as like number 4 receiver on the team.
They give Tom Brady whatever he want, man.
Nigga 48 years old.
I'm tired of him. Get his ass up out of here, man. I'm waiting for a nigga to hit him the right way. Get his ass up out.
No, I'm thinking that's how people feel about LeBron. They can't wait for that nigga to retire, boy.
I know they can't.
They can't wait for LeBron to retire.
Let me ask you this: Who you think gonna replace him?
See, that's why I think he ain't really did it yet, because ain't nobody ready to take it over. Like like they could have gave it to Giannis, but Giannis ain't one of them dudes who don't want that type of spotlight.
He ain't really American. He gotta be somebody American. Really.
And then Kawhi had a shot, but he's staying hurt. He hurt a lot. KD could have it, but I'm like, shit, you almost old as LeBron.
Yeah.
So you know they gonna fuck around and make it. They gonna make it Luka watch.
Yep. You keep balling.
I don't like Trae Young though.
I think it's gonna. I wanted to be Lil Cuz out there.
Devin Booker.
Oh, Booker. Oh yeah, it could be Booker too. I think Booker he work on his defense some more, and start getting in the MVP talks. I could definitely see Booker, John Morant, players like that.
We got Zion too.
Oh yeah, Zion once he play like a full season and start because and like we said, them people young like people realize like Michael Jordan was winning championships it was in his 30s. He ain't win no championships in his 20s, so shit, his prime was in his 30s. So shit, you got what like John Morant like they 21. Shit, Langelo, the young LaMelo Ball. Shit, I'm like yo, he hard.
He look like he's trying to get it.
He might be the one. He might be he might be the face of the NBA because of how his personality
got flash to him.
Yeah. So like a LaMelo, you know, you can't go wrong with doing that. You know, the only reason why they just don't like his daddy, but LeVar didn't calm him all the way down, so you can't even use him as the reason why. But definitely LaMelo. But yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I wanted us to keep Lonzo. I was upset that we let him go, but it is what it is.
Y'all got man. You know what's funny? Y'all got a squad too, though. Like low key, like get a good point guard. Who your point guard now?
We got Devontae Graham from Charlotte.
Yeah, so y'all had like a. I mean, he's still young boy. So if y'all had, because y'all got, I like Brandon Ingram. I really like Brandon Ingram. I call him Baby KD.
Yeah.
And once he figure it out up here, he gonna be a monster, yo. Like that boy's so nice. He nice.
All them boys like under 25, man.
Yeah, so it's like, damn, you got like Brandon Ingram. I remember he said when he first got to New Orleans, coach said something to him about a play or something, but Brandon Ingram was like, he took it, he got offended. And the coach said, that's why LeBron got rid of your ass. He said that's when it clicked. Like, yo, I gotta like just play my game because I know I'm cold. I can't let little shit like that get to me. So that's when he said it kind of like transformed him a little bit in his mind. Like, I'm that dude. And I'm here to be that dude with Zion. Like, with them two, just building around them two. Like, I ain't like that y'all lost Drew Holiday because I really like Drew Holiday too. Drew Holiday
wanted to go win, man. You know, he was old.
He getting older, right? So you got to get that ring. And that's what I don't like about this day with the sports too, though, because us fans make you feel like you ain't shit if you don't win a ring. So, like, back in the day, that didn't happen. Like, if that was the case, nobody would be talking about Charles Barkley. Nobody would be talking about Patrick Ewing and those type of players. Like, at one point, they was calling Charles Barkley the best power forward ever.
They were.
And he had no ring. Now, shit, you try to bring on Charles Barkley now, they be like, he ain't got no rings. But I'm like, nigga, a ring is a team accomplishment, my man. Like, they get a Larry O'Brien trophy to the best team. They get a Bill Russell trophy to the best player. Because they know one player can't go win the championship. That's why I don't like when people say LeBron, Jordan got 6. Jordan ain't got 6 rings, bro. If that's the case, Pippen got 6 rings. Shit. So we could say Pippen is better than. You ain't gonna hear nobody saying Pippen better than LeBron because Pippen got 6 rings. So that's a Chicago Bulls stat. And that ain't in a player's individual stat line. And nowhere does it say rings.
They try to make it.
They change the narrative every time, right? It's like, oh well, shit. Damn, then nigga won another championship. Well, shit. Do we got any defensive player of the years?
I just want to make the playoffs, man. I'm trying to go to the playoff game. You know, them tickets cheap over there at the Smoothie King.
Man, me and my father-in-law and my brother-in-law, we went in on some Nets tickets.
Yeah.
Which is like $13,000 though, but it's worth it because we sitting down by the on the lower level next to the bench. But my father-in-law, he just want to sell them shits. He don't want to go to none of the games because you can make a bag.
the Nets arena pretty big, huh?
Yeah, and it's steep too. So even if you sit at the top, you still feel like you kind of low or whatever. But he want to sell out tickets. I'm like, man, we got to go to the games and experience that shit, man. Like, and you got to, and then they just got Paul Millsap.
They did.
But I don't know, man. I think the competitive balance is kind of fucked up in the NBA though.
It's nothing like the NFL. The NFL is more, you don't know who's gonna come out the NFL. Anybody can go from being sorry as fuck to winning. Like, I mean, Cleveland done made a complete 180, and they ain't been shit for a long time. So you never know. Cleveland could fuck around win the Super Bowl this year. They got the talent.
Facts. What y'all feel about that Jake Paul fight? I felt like that shit. I think Woodley could have beat her. I don't know. I said, man, look, are these dudes taking falls just to try to bring the sport of boxing back?
My boy, I was saying that shit too, but then my boy was saying like that's actually how he punching. And I'm like, man, he need to fight some real boxers. Quit fighting them fake ass boxers, man. That's what he's doing. He ain't fighting no boxers.
Woodley ain't been the same in a minute, man. So
yeah.
He wasn't even throwing like I didn't even see a 1-2. All I saw him trying to hit him with one big punch the whole fight. He wasn't throwing no combinations, and then I'm like, Jake Paul ain't that sorry now. He been training for all this goddamn time, so he ain't that sorry where you just gonna hit him with one punch and knock him out. You gotta box him to beat him. So I'm like, what is he doing? That shit was looking crazy.
Yeah, that one hit.
I want to see him fight somebody in his weight class, a real boxer in his weight class.
Well, I think a real boxer, Ted. Like he talking about he want Canelo, bruh. You know what happened if you got a ring with Canelo?
No, kill his ass. Canelo be man. Canelo be he punched the way Canelo punch. He be like he punched like with all his might, man.
Yeah,
like, he be a red glass punch, but he punching with everything. I'm like, he ain't ready for no Canelo. Man,
I was disappointed in Tyson Fury, brother.
Yeah, he garbage, but that's who they trying to get to fight next. Man,
like Jake Paul, I think he'll beat Jake Paul ass though.
No, that's what they trying to get to fight next. But I told my boy, y'all remember that movie, The Great White Hype?
Yeah, that's what he doing with Paul.
Yeah, I was like, we sitting there watching this shit play out like in real life. We sitting there watching that movie right now. They basically trying to hype him up like he's really somebody. And we see
I didn't even think about that.
We see it. They basically, to me, I'm looking at it like
shit.
Paying these dudes to take dives, basically. Because even Tyron Woodley, he's so happy. Let's fight again. And that dude said, "Get a tattoo on your leg saying I love Jake Paul and I'll do it." And he said, "Bet."
Damn.
Bet? The fuck you mean, bet? And he's serious. He gonna get it for another match. So you know he got paid out if he like that with it.
Yeah, they both got $2 billion.
Yeah, they got that bread.
I'm saying, did he really lose it? Nope. Nah, really. That's a win.
Shit, really good.
He probably ain't made $1 million in his whole UFC career. He probably ain't make $1 million. For real, they don't get paid like that.
They don't make no money of it. Did y'all watch y'all watch Pacquiao?
Yeah, he got his ass whooped.
I knew he was gonna get his ass whooped.
He
didn't have to fight Spence.
Oh yeah, no, I would have been a rap.
But he was talking about he had cramps in his leg. Like, that's your fault. He was trying to use that excuse.
He always got one.
Look, like, if you ain't in shape, of course you gonna get cramps in your damn leg.
Look, hey, Pacquiao thought his shit was sweet because he got to fight the substitute boxer. I'm like, that's a real boxer that's gonna get in your ass though. He didn't think that.
Yeah.
Who's got that? I said, damn. I said, okay. But nah, he should go ahead and focus on being the president. Whatever he's trying to do in the Philippines, make it better. You don't go out on you leave it on a sour note, but you really don't want to fight Errol Spence, man.
Whatever God he prayed to saved his ass. Because Spence was gonna knock his ass out, dog. He was gonna kill him.
Hey, I think if Spence would have fought him how he is now, he would have still beat him.
Probably with that messed up eye.
Yeah, I think he would have still got this ass because the way Pacquiao look, I was like, he ain't ready for them young boys.
It ain't but one or two niggas that can even get in the ring with Spence.
That one dude that almost beat him back in the day, one name like Kelly.
Kell Brook.
Yeah, that was a good fight back in the day. That was the best fight I ever really seen him in. I ain't seen no tough. He ain't trying to fight him no more, so yeah, he ain't never hit. He ain't trying to fight him no more. That was a close ass fight. I think they fought in London too or something like that. He fought in London to beat him.
Everybody want to see Spence and Crawford now.
Yeah, they said they gonna let that happen. Now, but I think
got the wrong promoter. He got that racist ass Bob Arum. Bob Arum be shitting on him, saying he can't sell no tickets. Like, how you saying that?
Said that who can't sell tickets?
Crawford.
He said that all the time. He said that's the problem with Crawford. He say he can't get no fights with Crawford because Crawford can't sell no tickets. No, he be saying that all the time.
Man, he lying though.
I'm like, no, it's your ass. That's why Mayweather left his ass.
He a fucking lie.
Yep, you know, shit. You Bud Crawford versus Spence. You gonna get a lot of money off of that.
Yeah. Who y'all favorite boxer is right now?
Man, I'm still Deontay Wilder fan, man. You know he lost to Fury the last time. I'm still a Deontay Wilder fan. I like I like Tank Davis, but I feel like that's an easy person to pick. That nigga.
I like Tank Davis, but I like old boy too. I like Haney. Devin Haney.
I like Haney.
Yeah.
I like Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I fool with Shakur Stevenson too, man.
Boxer. Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. I got to watch him because he's from Jersey, so he fought at the. I think he fought on the undercard of either a Lomachenko fight or he fought on the undercard of the Ruiz and Joshua. Because I went to the Ruiz Joshua fight. That was the craziest fight I've ever been to in person because I didn't know who the hell Ruiz was. So I was like, oh, this going to be a wrap. You see niggas walking with the Ruiz team shirts on. And I'm like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? Then I see him. I was like, oh, this going to be a short night for him. But then I said, you can't never underestimate the power of somebody. He was hungry. He was just more hungry. But like Poe said, Joshua didn't really get the game plan against Ruiz either, though.
Yeah, he was working fine about the other dude.
Yeah.
But Ruiz was tearing his ass up. Well, he said, what did he hit me with? I'm like, nigga, hit you with his fist.
But I was thinking about, I said, who I like right now? Shit, man. Canelo, shit. If you really watch what Canelo been doing these last couple of fights, shit, he been fighting.
He putting the hurt on him.
Yeah, he been doing that shit. Because I ain't never really liked Canelo like that. Like, I was like, Mayweather beat his ass. But these last couple of fights, he been getting these champions. He been running through their ass.
No, who the dude Broner fought last? That dude nice too. I forgot his name though.
Adrian Broner?
Yeah, I think he fought somebody recently.
Adrian Broner, that shit over for him.
He did.
Yeah, he is a rap for him.
Yeah,
they was calling old boy a fake Broner who fought the other day. What's his name? He fought on the Jake Paul fight. What's his name? Love?
Yeah, Love.
Yeah, they call him a fake Adrian Broner. Yeah. I say he undefeated right now.
You talking about Mikey Garcia or you talking about Sean Porter?
Mikey Garcia, I think.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia got his ass whooped by Spence too, though.
Yeah. that messed him up too after that because it was like shit.
He ran up against Spence though. Spence tapped his ass though.
Garcia ain't shit.
I used to like Danny Garcia too.
I feel like with Broner, he could still win, but he just won't let his hands go. If you watch his fights, he don't pressure people like he used to. He just want to throw one shot here, one shot there. You think he Mayweather, but he ain't.
They say that about the Charlo. They say that about the Charlo brothers too, though. It's like them niggas. I'm like y'all don't know. I'm like y'all niggas don't know how to counter punch and y'all know how to follow up with a punch. I'm like, how you gonna punch one time and think that one punch finna knock a box out? The corner always telling them you gotta follow through.
That's what I'm saying. Woodley was doing the same thing. That's what I was saying.
He was like, you don't how you punching it, yo, nigga? You gotta keep punching, brother. Both of them do the same thing. I'm like, y'all too cocky for the way y'all like one of them was the I don't know, man. I don't really like him either, but yeah, I'm a big Wilder fan.
Yeah.
I fuck with Wilder. I hope he can go ahead and get Tyson Fury up out of it this time.
You gotta learn the fundamentals. We was talking about that yesterday. I mean, in the barbershop earlier this week because it was like Fury just had fundamentals, bro. And Fury, look, if Fury clinch with you, that's taking a lot of energy off you, man. Like that big ass dude, 6'10", 300 pounds. Now he's saying he's trying to get 300 pounds all muscle for the next fight. I was like, shit. But Wilder's got to learn some fundamentals, man, and he'll be fine because that first fight, I felt like he got robbed. But they saying like he didn't get robbed because he lost like the first 8 rounds. I'm like, well, shit, Fury ain't knock him down, though, nigga. He damn near he knocked Fury out.
He knocked him out.
The referee that was supposed to be worried about if Tyson Fury was on. The referee job ain't to worry if Tyson Fury is okay. You know, your job is to start counting, bro. They got somebody else that make sure he okay. So he
count.
Yeah, he came out like, he wanted to make sure the boxer was okay before he. Nah, you gotta start counting, bro. He just pop up like the Undertaker shit. Like, nigga, you on what kind of drugs you on? Shit.
That was some bullshit.
Deontay Wilder gotta learn to throw more than 2 punches. He only throw the jab and the straight.
Yep.
And it's a lazy ass jab.
I don't understand that shit though. I be like, man, y'all boxers, dude. Like, where you get that? Just throwing two punches and thinking that's gonna do something. Like, oh, you learn that in like basic boxing.
Hey, you know that shit. Like, I used to run track in high school, so you had niggas that knew, like, all right, like if we the top 3 runners at the track meet, and we'll probably get in different heats. But you got for the semifinal. But you got niggas that be like, I don't want to lose to them niggas, so I'm gonna go get in the other heats. So you gonna win them other heats, but you ain't gonna do shit in the final, nigga, because you finna get smoked in this final because you making yourself look good for the semifinal. But nigga, when you get in there with the real lions, it's gonna be ugly. And I think that's what happened with Wilder in a way, because Wilder was knocking niggas out with one hit.
He wasn't fighting nobody.
He wasn't really fighting like Brazil. Like, I was at the Brazil fight. Man, I'm like, and luckily I got the tickets for free, but I would be mad as fuck if I bought the ticket and then as soon as you get to your seat, the fight is over. We go sit down, Brazil land on the ground. I'm like, damn, this shit over already?
He didn't start fighting nobody really until he started fighting that
Ortiz.
Him and the Haitian dude.
And Stavern. Yeah, but he beat the shit out of Stavern though, but
he was already 30 and shit by then. So it's like they was hyping him up there. A lot of them fights, man. Especially in them first 10, he probably didn't fight nobody in them first 10.
But you gonna finally meet your match, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna finally meet your match, man.
I said, man, all I saw when I saw Fury lick his blood, I was like, oh shit. This white boy with the shit. He used to there licking his blood on some other shit.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Licking your blood, you better be ready for that, bro.
You be watching wrestling too, huh, Pope?
Yeah, I be watching. Yeah, I like it. I be watching W though more than anything.
Man, I don't like the way they squashed the old girl this past. What that was? Man,
that shit had me. I was just talking about that yesterday. Look, I had a wrestling podcast I do too. But I was watching. Me and my son was watching the SummerSlam. So Becky, I was like, man, I said, hell no. I said, why they let her beat her real quick? Because you already know she ain't in shape like that. So I said, why they let her beat her real quick? And I said, man, they better not do this shit. They're gonna be some bullshit. Sure enough, I was like, oh hell no. Man,
who they made lose?
Bianca Belair. But she the best, basically the hottest thing going, and she probably the fucking swollest girl out of all the wrestlers. Like, she just straight raw, man. She had one time, she picked up this girl outside the ring like this, right? She picked her like this, walked up the steps with her like this, and then threw her ass in the ring. That's how strong she is. So
they made her lose though.
They made her lose. The white girl shook her hand, then elbowed her, and then did her move, and that was it. I'm like,
white girl this big.
I said, look, y'all ain't doing too much if y'all want people to start believing this shit, right?
White girl like she anorexic and shit, babe. She looks skinny as hell. I was like, she can't. No, I said.
But was the girl the champion?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Is she black?
Yeah.
Oh man.
They basically been building her up since like she won at WrestleMania. So it's like, why would you do that to her when you've been building her up all this time? And they did the same thing with
They said they did that Ronda Rousey too, though.
Yeah, but they did the same thing with Kofi Kingston too. They had Lesnar come in and beat that nigga in like 1 second. Like, man, they just be killing them. Like, they let them get their shit, but when it's time to, they be like, shit, you lose. They don't give a fuck.
You can hold that shit for like a month, a week. Now that's why I started watching. I started watching that shit when they started putting commercials in that shit. Because when I was little, I wouldn't watch WCW because they had commercials. I only watched WWF. But then I said, "Dan, how you going? You want me to believe this real? But you got a goddamn commercial in the middle of that shit? Like, all right, y'all niggas gonna stand off to the side. We figure run this commercial real quick. Then y'all can come back and fight when the commercial come back on." I'm like, damn.
Hey, they know the match ain't gonna end while the commercial going. I didn't know that.
Facts, right? How you know, like, all right, this nigga could win right now, but then again, if you just let them wrestle on their pure talent, some niggas be getting fucked up though, huh? Like some of the big ass dudes, you can't let them go in there and just wrestle like, hey, this is unscripted. Go in there, y'all wrestle. We'll pick the winner because some of them moves, if they really did it without protecting the other person, like that Stone Cold Stunner shit, that shit probably knock your goddamn teeth out if you did it for real.
Everybody trying to do RKO now and shit. But I told you I went to the Raw. They just had Raw in San Diego like last Monday. I went to that. That shit was all right. I was just happy because Bobby Lashley and MVP was there. Cause I like them, so I was happy.
I like Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley. That's what I'm saying. It got to be like they got to make that shit realistic, man. It got to be whoever got the belt. It got to look like they can whoop your ass for real. It can't be nobody that don't look real.
Because like that girl who just took that belt, she gonna get her ass whooped in the next one. Huh?
I hope so. But no, they try to basically they try to hype her up like they call her the man. So they basically trying to make her like an Irish Stone Cold Steve Austin and shit. So they be trying like she's Stone Cold some shit.
No, they trying though. They trying. But yeah, man, shit. We'll be here all night. You know what I'm saying? Got producer in my ear. We got to get out of here. But I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like you come through whenever you want to, bro. Yeah. You know, we just shoot the shit.
I appreciate y'all, man. I was looking forward to it all day.
Yep, for sure. Look, anything you want to lead the people, man, and you be safe out there, man, with all that stuff going on down there.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I just want to thank y'all for having me on here. Y'all go check out the new album, Badass Yellow Boy 2. It's available on all streaming platforms. I got my nigga Snipe on there too from the Chopper City Boys, so shout out to him too.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna check that out.
And you know, the Golden Lord coming soon.
Okay, Paul.
All right, man, we out.